taste of the season at Rayleigh's, Bel Air, and Nob Hill.
I got an email from the Sacramento Republic and it talked about the donation. I was at Target today. I picked up a bunch of stuff and brought it over. It's a good cause. I had to do my part.
I was looking for a health plan that could give me more value for my money. That's why I chose Western Health Advantage, and so should you. My family has access to a wide network of quality doctors and services, so I have peace of mind knowing that we have the coverage we need and we're ready no matter what happens.
Discover the advantages at westernhealth.com. Western Health Advantage. Advantage you.
Hey Dad, I got an A in algebra.
This is good day. You're excited about soccer, and so are we. CBS 13 and CW31 are proud to be the official TV stations of your Sacramento Republic FC. So we understand why you have soccer on the brain.
Well, the Republic will face their toughest test of the season. Orlando City sits atop of the standings, having won 14 matches on the year and looking to defend their USL Pro title. Sacramento has used some home turf to climb into third place so far this year with half of the year gone. Republic are now positioning themselves for a playoff push. A passing grade here tonight would not only get them closer to the playoffs, but would send a message to the rest of the league that Sacramento is for real. Good evening, everybody. I'm Rob McAllister, and my partner tonight, Jeremy Field, in for Kevin Goldthwait. And Jeremy, what a match we have tonight. You can feel the energy. Orlando City is in town. They sit atop of the standings at 14-0-3. They're 5-0-2 on the road. Meanwhile, Sacramento is 10-6-2, sits in third place. Orlando City in first with 45 points. They have been simply dominant this season.
Yes, they have. Sacramento has a big test tonight. We'll see how it goes. You know, first place coming into town. I think everybody's excited to see how we match up with the best of the league and, you know, a future MLS franchise. And, you know, we want to see what we can do against the best.
Well, they've definitely going against
Bonnie
the
Plumbing,
test here.
Heating, Air and Rooter Service.
For 1 second.
Your premier home service experts and proud founding partners of the Sacramento Republic FC. Bonnie, making fans since 1978.
Hey Dad, I got an A in algebra.
excited about soccer, and so are we. CBS 13 and CW 31 are proud to be the official TV station of your Sacramento Republic FC. So we understand why you have soccer on the brain.
The Sacramento Republic FC and the USL request that you refrain from tossing any objects onto the field.
If a game ball enters your seating area, please return to the nearest ball retriever or to the field of play.
Any spectator entering the field or interrupting play in any manner shall be ejected and subject to arrest.
The Sacramento Republic FC and the USL thank you for your cooperation.
Hey fans, on behalf of Sacramento Republic FC and the entire organization, we hope you enjoy the match.
So here we are back here on the live stream. YouTube, Rob McAllister, Jeremy Field with you tonight, and what a lineup we have for Orlando. Here's a couple of players they have signed to MLS contracts, guaranteeing them spots for next season. And there, Jeremy, you know the development on how important that is. Orlando seems to be doing it. They really set up a lot of their players last several seasons. Key guys, we're looking at really their starting lineup when you talk about Kevin Molino, not only an MVP type caliber player, but a guy who's really led the squad, and he's really a quote unquote homegrown in the sense that he really grew up with this Orlando City franchise. How key is that in their success, and how crucial has that been throughout the year?
Growing up here in Sacramento and being able to play probably in front of your hometown is important for all the kids. Having a good youth development system that can produce players to play on the first team is really what you're looking for. You know, you get a good fan base. The kid always gets to play in front of his hometown and his family, so I'm sure Grandma loves it.
And as you look through here, the coaches tonight, Preki, who coached MLS, Toronto, and Chivas, obviously he's back here for the first season. Adrian Heath in his 4th year as head coach with Orlando. He began with Austin, and the team moved over. He is 48-8-18 as a head coach with Orlando City. He has absolutely been a major mainstay for the franchise that's won 2 titles while in Orlando City. The Lions have been the best franchise in USL Pro in the last 5 seasons. They will come out tonight and try to get another victory on the road, and they have been perfect. 5 wins, no losses, and 2 ties so far on the year, but they have been absolutely dominant, and they're going to try to continue that here tonight.
Indomitable. Like the trees that surround us, our roots run deep, our foundation strong. Our story has just begun, but our game has stood the test of time. This is a game of cities, a game of countries. This, my friends, is the world's game.
So that's the cue.
A game played to the sound of chants, to the sound of anthems. This game is played to the sound of glory. We don't only cherish this game, we revere it. It is our heart, our soul, our everything. And although this game is for everyone, this club is ours. We are Sacramento. Indomitable we stand. For the Republic we stand.
A beautiful night here in Sacramento at Bonnie Field. Rob McAllister, Jeremy Field with you tonight, and what a beautiful evening it has been. We've been used to some pretty hot matches here at Cal Expo, but maybe the perfect night for some soccer here this evening for Orlando City. We'll get to their starting lineup in just one moment, but in the goalkeeper will be Jake Gleason, 28 saves so far on the season. Jack Abiseon, his 9th start on the year. He'll be alongside Mickey Daly, who's been playing very well in the last month or so. And the man who leads the team in all minutes played, Nemanja Vukovic. He'll be paired along that left side with Emra Clementa, who is right there with over 1,500 minutes on the season as well. As we move into the midfield, here is Ivan Mirkovic. And after back, he's not played at home in more than a month. He is back after the penalties from yellow card and red card. So he is back in the lineup. And Team of the Week member, Octavio Guzman, into the starting lineup, has been a key reserve role. Also alongside him with the Napa product, Max Alvarez. And of course, the team leader in assists with 6, Rodrigo Lopez, and a fan favorite. Up front, your strikers with 3 goals, Adam John and Justin Braun will count up the final 2 for the Sacramento Republic. Orlando City will go Miguel Gallardo in the box, not allowing more than a goal per match this season. He has been spectacular. He'll be on the backside with Tyler Turner, Tommy Reddy, Luke Bowden, a mainstay over the last several years, Rob Valentino, Adame Menge, Odon Quinn, Darwin Surin, and Kobe Spahn. And the strikers are Dennis Chin and Kevin Molino on the year. So they have put a MLS-type lineup each and every night, and has paid off 14-0-3 on the season. And they are simply one of the best. And you look, Jeremy, makes them so good. It seems like they have balance at all the different type of positions. What for Sacramento they're going to have to do tonight against a very good team. I'd say likely play their best match of the year.
I would try to keep a hold of the ball. Tonight's going to be important to keep possession, keep the ball away from Orlando, maybe make them chase us for a bit. And of course, you got to finish your chances. So that's the recipe. We'll see how it happens.
And I know that Preki likes to spread out the field a little bit. We're back here now on this natural turf here. Sacramento has played very well at home on the season, 5-1-1 on the year. So really, this plays perfect into their game, but also a star like Kevin Molino, he likes his kind of turf as well. So defense probably going to step up big. Who's your key guy in the back four?
Definitely Mickey Daly. He needs to be strong. He can hold down the back. I think sliding Vukovic into the middle also has strength in the center of the defense. So as long as we can, as long as we don't allow guys to get in behind us and keep that tight, keep those gaps closed, I think we'll do all right. Try to keep them to the outside, you know, help out in one-on-one matchups, and you know, just hope to get a little bit of luck against the first place team.
All right, so Gleason will have a tough match tonight. 24 years old. He's been in the box on loan from the Timbers, and he has played very well so far this season. How is Dominic Jakubek as well, and really the pairing between those two, it's nice to see kind of the older guy give away to the younger guy a little bit, teaching from both of them. And I think, as you probably have watched some of these matches, Jake has probably learned quite a bit from just having an older guy right there behind him. Now step aside here as we get ready for our national anthem here tonight at Bonnie Field. A slight breeze as well, and the crowd standing, expected to have another sellout of 8,000 here in Sacramento.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And the Sacramento Republic honoring military and veterans tonight, along with the State Fair's Military Day. Now representatives from the region's bases, including Beale and Travis Air Force Base and the U.S. Army, on hand tonight, and they are part of the flag presentation. Jeremy, to feel the jitters a little bit, we've got some soccer ready to play here.
Yes,
A beautiful night in Sacramento indeed. We'll score, stats, news, and more exclusively on USLProSoccer.com. Check that out as you watch our broadcast here tonight. And really the synopsis between these two teams. Orlando unbeaten in 17 contests this season. Sacramento nearly perfect at home. One of these will break here tonight. Now we could see Orlando likely in the playoffs as well, as Sacramento right now in the 3rd seed if they were to start today, and these two teams could match up probably in week 2 or 3 depending on his shakes out. So while this is a big game, Jeremy, for the sense of, hey, it's a #1 team, this is something you want to see probably how you compare against your bench. I know Coach Preki talked that a little bit about that in the pregame today.
Yep, for sure. This is a great challenge. I mean, Orlando comes in undefeated. They have a couple of blemishes with some ties, but you know, we will have to go through Orlando if we want to win the championship. I think all roads lead to Orlando, and the Republic needs to use this as a good test. You know, hopefully we, you know, test them a little bit, and then we'll see what happens.
And so it will be Sacramento, who is in the red, maroon, and brown, of course, and Orlando City wearing the white uniforms with purple and gold. And as they take the pregame pictures here, getting things going tonight, it should be a great contest on the field tonight. And two things I'm really looking for to see is how Sacramento can contain Kevin Molino, see if they can get past Miguel Gallardo. Meanwhile, what can Rodrigo Lopez do? You've seen his foot. He is amazing at putting that ball right into the mouth of the goal. Corner kick's going to be a pretty big issue for tonight, Sacramento. I mean, it's a pretty big, really opportunity, I should say, for Sacramento.
Yeah, Rodrigo Lopez has one of the nicest touches in probably the entire league. You look at his assist count, and there's not many better passers. He's one of the maestros. The midfield that Sac Republic has is excellent at keeping possession of the ball and good services in. I know in the last road win, Max Alvarez put in a good through ball that we got on the end on. So it's going to be very important for the midfielders to find those gaps.
And this team has really starting to gel together now, just their first year together, going up against a team who many of these guys have been together 2 or 3 seasons now. So a big test for the Republic tonight. See how far they've come in just a matter of months. Jeremy, you know, you coach some of the younger kids. It's pretty hard to gel a team this quick, and they're doing a pretty good job of it.
Yeah, Preki has done an excellent job. I can't say enough of the job that Preki has done with the group and how they play and just the chemistry of the team. Talking with a couple of the guys, it's just a good feel in practice. Seems like everybody's in good spirits and everybody has a good time playing. And when you're feeling good and enjoying yourself, you play good soccer. So I think the guys are up for this one, and you know, maybe a little chip on their shoulder. How good is Orlando really? So I'm excited for Sacramento and the challenge.
And we'll start things off. So Sacramento will defend the south end of the field. Meanwhile, the Lions from Orlando City will defend the north end, and they will begin the kickoff here. The strikers, Justin Braun and Adam John, out front there on the midpoint line. And here we go. We are underway, and Molino with the first touch in Sacramento, looking to take some control here. And as we get going on, you should take control here. The first 10, 15 minutes, what should we be looking for here from Sacramento?
You know, weather the storm.
And here we get back in the attacking third, kicked away nice by Vukovic.
Orlando's going to come at us a little bit at the beginning. We need to weather the storm, try to find a rhythm. Don't panic too much. Just
get to the corner. Here's a cross. Gleason up and snags it away in all his orange jumpsuit today. But here you just said, it seems Orlando's coming out really aggressive, flying through the goalkeeper box. Was right there, was Chin, and he was very aggressive on that play. It seems that they're not going to take a step back for anybody.
No. They're going to come right at you. The first place teams don't stay undefeated by hanging back. They're going to come at Sacramento. They feel like they're the better team, and they are going to try to show it. So again, we need to put some pressure on them, not give them too much time. If they have time to pick out their moments, we're going to be in some trouble.
Here is the throw in. So Turner ready, Bowden and Valentino, the back four for the Lions. And they've been keeping it on the touchline, sends it away. Looks like Clementa will throw in. So Octavio Guzman, nice enough, great game for him. And he is able to get on the Week 17 USL Pro Team of the Week. And there he is with his first touch. And Guzman, just a young fella.
Keep it for a bit here.
Here's Vukovic slowing things down. So
Good
Guzman
ball.
from Chico State.
Tough.
Nice honors for him, and then he gets a start. Coach Preki recognizing what he has to do, and Vukovic tracks it down, and here's some trouble. Chin making a play, and out comes Gleason off the line. Sent right back of the way and send away back to the end line. But Gleason, very aggressive, right call there?
That was good for him to come out. It was a soft ball, but maybe a little bit of communication between the two they need to sort out. So hopefully Gleason can walk away from this unscathed.
He's had kind of a groin issue on that right leg. It's been bothering him most of the season. We've seen many times where we would have Daly or Harrison Delbridge really take the goal kick. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays in tonight.
Yeah, and that breaks down your structure a bit when you're having a field player come back and taking a goal kick. Your balance and the way you want to come out definitely gets hindered when you have a field player with those goal kicks. So it's good to see him taking these, as he should.
And so Gleason sends it along. Good kick here.
And I do enjoy having the two big fellas up top. The Braun-John combination is fun to watch. Both very good with their feet, very athletic soccer players. So it's fun to see the two big guys. A lot of times you'll see a combo of a little guy, big guy, but
And very similar body types too. I mean, they're both right around 6'2", 6'3".
Adam John representing Jesuit High School.
I think you're going to throw that in pretty early. I think Kevin's a little away on vacation, so not here tonight. But I know you had a little dig for him because you probably couldn't cut it at Jesuit. Was that the problem?
No, he couldn't. He just chose to go to the blue and red school.
The other school that will not be named. Avicion through the middle. Here's John crossing over the middle, takes a dribble, and it is sent away defensively. Nice play by Orlando City there.
Yeah, heavy touch by Adam John, but again, the Orlando defense was right there to clean it up. Just a little bit tighter on that touch, and he's getting a shot off. So, good player, though.
Looks like we'll can see the corner there, and you can see in the background, well, the State Fair is in full effect here, underway. And so that is some of the rides from the Carnival area behind you here. Rodrigo Lopez from the corner. Pauses for a moment.
Something
Out
from
comes
the training
Clementa
ground.
and misplaced it.
Unlucky. It's a good idea.
And what were they trying to do here? Why
Play a
break?
short corner, get the ball back to Rodrigo, give a different angle on the service. So, it's a good idea. You test how Orlando's going to defend against these short corners. So it wasn't a bad idea.
So Orlando retains control of the last game for the Republic was a victory in Charlotte. That was on Monday. And they didn't get back until late Tuesday night, but come away with a 1-0 victory. Tommy Stewart scored in the 10th minute, and Chad Bartlome found Max Alvarez streaking down the middle, and then right there was Stewart, and so it all worked out perfectly well. And really, you talked to Jake Gleason, and after the game, he really said that they put a lot of fires out early, limited that counterattack, both things that this team really did struggle with early on in the season, but seems that they're coming together. And how could that help them here tonight?
I think with the shutout against Charlotte, that really, you get an early lead like that, and it's tough to defend, especially on the road. And I think it gives you confidence after winning a game like that 1-0 that, hey, we can defend. And as you said, at the beginning, there was a lot of large gaps that I think Preki has done a good job of getting those gaps closed down, finding the right people to, play good D. So it's been great to see how the team's evolved over the past 4 months.
Here's Orlando on the attacking third, a little chip from Chin. It'll sail wide, and Gleason will watch it, and Vukovic will pick it up.
That was close. Again, we have to be wary of these guys getting in behind us. Again, tough play, but good defensive recovery to stop a goal.
It seems Chin has been very active. He's 4th year with the team, 5 goals last year. So this is a guy who was not going to sit still very often. And now here's Serwin.
Yeah, the Republic need to stay organized here. Stay with your mark. Follow your runners.
There's Serwin up high, a header. Whistle blown. Republic will keep it.
Good defense.
So Darwin Serwin playing on the El Salvador national team, and a guy that was scouted because of, well, Coach Adrian Heath was on a trip to El Salvador. Saw him, was very impressed with his play in a National League semifinal match, and then said, you know what, I think we'll bring you to Orlando. And that was just in December, and it's, as you know, it is amazing how quickly you can be somewhere in soccer and within a matter of months be playing halfway around the world.
Yeah, you keep grinding, you get a little bit lucky. Here we go, get it in.
There's Justin Braun keeping it alive on the end line, sent away.
Yeah, it was good skills to tiptoe across the byline there. Maybe an earlier ball, but good skills by the big fella.
And when you switch it around like that, I guess you got to be ready to play anywhere at any time, any time zone, right?
Yeah, and you never know who's watching you, whether it's at a pickup game downtown or in the city finals. So you never know who's watching you, and when you get your opportunity, have fun with it.
So here's Rodrigo Lopez. And Max Alvarez comes streaking out, little tap. Just outside the box, cross over the middle. Little too wide, Uviseon.
Always rising.
Gives it a big boot, but not there, and so they'll walk back, but it looked like a pretty good set play overall.
Yeah, that was good play. Max Lopez with the ball in. A lot of options on that corner kick. He could have gone back out to Rodrigo Lopez. 2v1 situation also, so maybe if they don't defend that better next time, we can exploit a 2v1.
Uviseon with just his 3rd shot on goal this season. Really a fresh haircut too, really shaved the head. Nice.
Soccer players are known for their spectacular haircuts.
And I think Molino's probably got the best right now. He's got the mohawk and dyed.
Good driven ball played wide there.
Out wide, Orlando City setting. Little give and go. Nice defend there by Max Alvarez.
Yeah, it's good to see Max get back on defense. I know playing one of these wing midfielders, you're up and back, and he's running a lot of miles in these games.
So Bowden comes all the way in to throw.
You can see Orlando's trying to get the ball wide here, get around the corner, get some crosses in. So they've obviously had some success in that in the past.
And a matter of if teams, these matchups, is it them scouting, seeing what maybe there may be a hole for Republic, or are you just going with what you do best? I mean, here's 2 top 3 teams here.
Yeah, I think it's really going with what you do best. They have some big fellas, some good people to get the ball in.
Sent high and far, the header, and Gleason right there watched it perfectly and picks it up out of the scare.
That was a good ball. Well defended though by Gleason.
And Gleason got the headband again, covering up the 20 stitches he got. And here's a nice volley by Braun. Breaks past the defense, working into the box, and it's off the chest of Redding.
Yeah, it was a great idea with the outside of his right foot. Just a little unlucky, defender stepped in the way.
And that was a lot of pressure. If you're looking for Tyler Turner, just 17 years old, going against Justin Braun.
It's incredible. Incredible. We need more 17-year-olds. One day we'll win the World Cup.
Short cross. Try to get it short to Vukovic. Vukovic got down low. Sails to the near post, but defended it up.
Good limbo right there. How low can you go?
So yeah, Tyler Turner signed as a local product, signed an MLS contract, just 17 years old. Plays that right back position. And really the 4th MLS signing for this team, which guarantees him a spot in 2015 when Orlando City moves up to the highest ranks, and he is the youngest kid on the team at 17 years old. At 17 years old, Jeremy, could you imagine playing at this level? It's a pretty high level here.
Oh boy, I probably imagined it, but the possibilities were a little bit slimmer back in the 90s. So yeah, it's great for the young kids. Hopefully he can deal with the pressure. Being 17 years old, that's a lot of weight on your shoulders, and you know he's got to have the right head and keep his wits about him, and hopefully he can stay in the league.
Scouting report on him is that he's very calm, really attacks the flanks very well, something that Orlando City does very well, and Coach Heath really preaches. Very similar
Tough
to Coach
square
Brecky.
ball there.
Uviseon comes sliding the tackle. Not able to pick it up, and now here comes the pressure, trying to leak his chin. It's taken away by Daly. There you go. Once again, Mickey Daly stepping up, making a very nice play.
Yep. And also they're keeping them in front, not letting anything get over their head. Just got to keep it now for a bit.
Sacramento, 32 points, 10 wins on the year. Tommy Stewart with his 5th goal in the season was the winning score for the Republic. On Monday, trying to continue their winning ways here tonight against the top seed Orlando City.
Oh, that's a great ball there. Unlucky, unlucky. Very good ball.
Sails a little wide, and so Orlando City, we've heard so much about, Jeremy, and this is a club that clearly is on their way to the highest ranks, and they've done it by winning, which is a big part of it. The other part is really they brought out the fans. I mean, they had the record, over 10,000 fans. That was a USL Pro record until Sacramento came and doubled that up.
Sure.
But really, Orlando has done really nice. They've drawn about 5,000 a match at the ESPN Worldwide Sports Complex, and you know, they've done really well for a franchise, and they are right on their way. They've got the owners to back it up, and as you see, they've got some big players. Here's Braun, and might have just been offside.
A little heavy on the through ball, but very good split behind the between the defenders. Yeah, Orlando is really one of the models that Sacramento is looking at on how can Sacramento go MLS, and it's a fantastic model for us to try to follow. I know people from the organization have taken trips to Portland and checked out how they're doing things up there, and you know, there's no better picture. Ooh, unlucky.
Basically lose a handle, and you're right. I mean, they were able to get that stadium, which was really the next piece for Orlando, and becomes the first MLS team. Now, they did have a 2 at one point, and those are obviously no longer around. But for MLS, this is it. I mean, this is a big time get on the break.
Go on, Max.
Alvarez touch of Braun and just sent it a little wide and offside again.
Unlucky there. Just a little bit quicker on the touch, and Justin's in.
And so they were at Miami Fusion, then they had Tampa Bay Mutiny. Well, those have gone when they contracted MLS, but they won the bid in 2013. You become the 21st team. And back to the commissioner said, it's not a matter of if, but when. And I think Sacramento would probably like to hear those words fairly soon for the capital of California.
Yeah, I think the area deserves a MLS team just by the support. You know, when everybody was trying to get this idea together, nobody knew that it was going to be embraced as well as it has from Sacramento. When you went to that first game at Sac City at Hughes Stadium and saw 20,000 plus people, you know, as a longtime Sacramento soccer player, it just made you feel good about the community, and there's so many kids playing soccer. Why not Sacramento?
And Lopez, very nice ball there, puts it off the leg of Span, and so Republic with a throw in, and they give it right back.
Yeah, Rodrigo's got some sneaky tricks. Ole.
Avesian gets it past here. In the middle is Molino. Molino working in the middle of the park, flips it off to a teammate, and a shot on goal just wide. Near post.
That's the trouble when you're doing tricks and treats in the back. You know, he goes for the nutmeg and just a little bit too far, we give the ball away. So that's a tough play for Coach Preki to watch there. We're very lucky that Orlando didn't put that away.
And
boy,
too many sweets will get you after a while. You got to be good on the treats and keep it down to a minimum. So Orlando City, they are definitely moving along. Sacramento keeping pace in their first year, doing very well, trying to see what Orlando City has done. We'll talk to President Warren Smith of Sacramento Republic at halftime just about what's next for Sacramento. We've heard so much about it, but they have done so well in the USL Pro. And really, we've thought about multiple things. Get the fans out here at the same time. You know what? Let's see if we get a product. Here in the attacking third to the middle of the field. Into the box they go, sends it away. Nice
luck there.
Defensive play, Surin.
Be careful here. Be careful on the counter.
On the counter, here's Molino running the left flank. He'll send it over, looking to Chin.
Strong.
Ovisayan has a battle on his hand. Avesian wins the battle and go down. A foul is drawn, and Republic will get it back. Jack is really battling here tonight.
Yeah, that was an interesting foul there, but he did well to get to the ball first and then drew the foul, so did his job. But again, we have to be wary of the counterattacks.
And one thing, Jeremy, as we look, is that the last few matches we've seen Sacramento, it is really kind of stuck around the middle of the park. We really haven't seen a lot. I mean, these two teams are really attacking each other. There is no, let's pause and stall this tonight. Guzman makes a move. Now here's Braun on the attack.
No, this is fun game so far.
Clementa, the cross, keeps it on the floor, gets it back into the box, sends it high over the crossbar. Good shot, good look.
Little rush of blood there. You know, maybe sometimes you're in those moments and right before you shoot it, maybe tell yourself to keep it down, you know. But it's tough. You got the whole crowd, the whole battalion over there yelling at you to shoot. So Keep it down. Keep it down, son.
Just getting a little too much on that back foot. We'll visit the USL Pro fan page on Facebook at facebook.com/USL Pro for all the latest around the league here. Great matchup tonight. A lot of eyes here in Sacramento, Cal Expo, Bonnie Field. Here comes the push by Orlando City, just outside the box. Clementa steps up, gets burned, drops him down, no whistle blown. Merkovich comes away with it. Alvarez fighting. Alvarez hits the deck.
You know, the referee's letting them play. So, you know, it's a game that you're going to have to battle and scratch and grab and be stronger than the other team.
Nice step up by Vukovic. Evasian lets it go by. Here's run to the right wing. Sends it high and far and over the VIP tent. Evasian got there a tad late, but it worked out well for Sacramento, and still no score. We work into the 18th minute.
Testing each other out here. Backdoor, great ball to the back. We did well to defend and adjust.
Sacramento on Saturday lost to Richmond 2-1. Scored first, but allowed 2 scores late. It was followed by a substitute, Matthew Delicante. And so Sacramento falls there, but did beat Orange County Blues here 2-1. And a little extra effort there by the Jesuit local, getting a standing ovation. And it was a great game. It was Guzman scoring in stoppage time and put that unbeaten streak to 6 here in Sacramento. Started at Hughes Stadium, now moved on over here to Bonnie Field. The only loss coming against Atlas FC of Mexico in a friendly. Strong sent over the middle, shot.
Tough ball here, countered, bad numbers in the back. Ooh, there we go.
Lopez gets it back, looking for Clementa. Mbenge winning the battle, punching it through the left flank. Running wide, and
well played.
Works his way in. Was Chin.
Well played there.
So we were really worried about Molino tonight, but seems Chin's been more the aggressor here, Jeremy.
Yeah, they have take your pick. They have any number of. Ooh.
Lopez goes down. The crowd wants a whistle. They won't get it. And he's holding his shoulder as the play continues. And Mbenge will send it away. And the whistle's blown, and be so to get up is Rodrigo Lopez. And what a loss that would be if this is anything that is serious, as he has been so instrumental in this team's success. He is holding his left shoulder.
He has. That was a tough foul there. Referee points to the ball, claiming that it was no foul, ball first, but I think some of the fans would disagree.
And the battalion's letting them hear it out there. And we'll catch a break of water as well as we have a little bit of stoppage in time. But we talk about the 2 different goalies here tonight, and Gleason's already been tested a little bit, and Gallardo has been one of the best. Miguel from Torreon, Mexico, has never allowed more than 1 goal a game per average in his season. Now, he started all the 3 games in the championship run in 2013. Really has earned his spot this season. And a veteran presence, and just a difference. You have a young guy, Jake Gleason, has a little bit of MLS experience, but Gallardo really is going to be the MLS future, especially the goalkeeper for Orlando City.
Yeah, nothing beats a confident goalkeeper that keeps you organized, talks a lot, communicates. You know, the best goalies you play with tend to be the ones that are yelling at you the most. So, excellent ball right there by Rodrigo Lopez. He just can put a ball on a dime.
He's got 3 years experience as well. The back 4 playing very well for Orlando City right now. Clementa loses sight for it. Evasian in the middle.
Yeah,
Guzman.
Your goalkeeping also depends on your defenders in front of you. So
they've got a good 4. Turner very young at 17. Redding also a youngster as well. Played on the under-18 U.S. men's national team. And then Bowden, really a mainstay, the guy who's been here longest of anybody, 1 of 5 players still on the roster from the initial Orlando City roster, and then Valentino. So a great back 4, and they've got great substitutions as well. Lopez working it around here. Guzman and the Republic still attacking.
Well done.
Evasian, left side of the box, pausing, keeps it on the floor, tries to bend it in. Alvarez, I don't know if he was looking for Braun there, a shot on goal, but either way, it's a pretty good ball.
Yeah, you played it right to Max Alvarez's left foot. He favors the left foot. Just get that on target, but very good play. They found the mismatches and where the space was and exploited it. That was well done. Great overlapping run by the left back.
So Alvarez with his 25th shot on goal on the year. And we get a second look at this as Gallardo sends it down. Little volley in the middle of the field here.
It's going to be critical there with the challenge from Merkovic on the through ball on the goalkeeper kick. But that's where this game's going to be won here, is the battle of the three midfielders versus Orlando.
First 20 minutes or so has gone by. Where do you rank the Republic? How do you feel about what they've played so far?
You know, besides just a couple of simple mistakes, we're right here in this game with them. You know, we just got to clean up our touches a little bit. Ooh, tough foul there.
A little bit of size as well. The one thing is you have Guzman in there, and a yellow card is thrown. And I believe it's going to be Evasión who's going to be...
Yeah, he came in a little late, but, you know, the ref's been letting him play. So, unfortunately, he's got to slow down a bit with the yellow card because it was starting to get a little out of control.
And so Tyler Turner, a little shaken up, and then made that right shin. And he'll walk it off, get there a little lonely. But, you know, it's the size can really see. I mean, you have Braun and John up front, but Guzman might be one of the biggest midfielders in all of USL Pro. I mean, he's almost a football linebacker. Yeah. I mean, he really is a big player.
Could be playing rugby somewhere.
Yeah, you're probably right.
He's a big boy. Well
and
done.
Going down, Merkovic, such a scrappy player. Wins the battle. Nope, he loses it. And Molino.
Yeah, Merkovic, it's so critical for him to be in the lineup. You know, for good or bad, you get red carded sometimes, and you know it's tough. It's part of the game, but he really has to keep his head and stay disciplined and stay out on the field because the Republic rely on him so much. He and Rodrigo Lopez are really the midfield engines that get this team going forward, scoring some goals. So it's critical that Merkovic stays on the field.
Kobe Span with a soft shot toward the net. He's on loan from FC Dallas. Playing the midfielders, not got a lot of starts for Orlando City, but getting some good minutes here in Sacramento on the road. Furthest that Orlando City will travel this year. The only time these two teams will match. Here's the cross. A little bit high, back toward the middle, still up for volley, and Sacramento able to clear it.
Some scrappy defending, but we got it out.
Second chance here for Orlando City. Back to the middle they go. Daly pumped up as he sends it clear.
Stay with those runners.
Clementa, that is a hold your breath kind of moment, Jeremy.
Absolutely. You know, it almost gets to be Plinko ping pong in there, and boy, you hope you get the right bounce, and that time we did. But again, that's just one more corner for Orlando. It's a recipe for disaster giving a team too many corners like this. So, you know, at the very least, see if you can't clear it out for a throw-in and not give away so many corners.
They've got 35 goals on the season and 249 shots coming into this contest. I mean, they really put pressure on the net compared to Sacramento has 26 on the year, 208 shots on goal, but both teams very aggressive here tonight. No score. Defenses have both held up. The back four playing well for both teams.
Yeah, I agree. Very good defending by both teams. Finding some gaps, but again, just neither team is capitalizing, but the defending has been pretty nice.
Trying to set up that triangle. Evasión has it closed down a little bit. Lopez toward the middle, finds John. Back to Evasión.
Ball there.
Dribbles for a moment, pausing is Lopez, trying to find a space. Keeps playing with it, back to the middle, a little bender, and it just sails wide.
Inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside. You gotta love it.
And one thing you notice there, anyone who's going one-on-one, the mark against Lopez there, they were not really too easy to bite. They were really, almost getting crossed up in a basketball game. You don't want to have your ankles broken. Almost a similar situation there.
Exactly. The defender did stand him up well, but you know, Rodrigo was able to get a shot off in the end, maybe hit the target, but some good fancy footwork.
On to the 27th minute here, Rob McAllister, Jeremy Field in for Kevin Goldthwait.
And I can't say enough what a great job Kevin does doing this. So
Even for a Christian Brothers guy, he's going to give him some
Yeah,
credit there.
it's tough to give props to a Christian Brothers guy, but he does such a great job, and you know, he's a fantastic player. He was fun to watch as a kid, and you know, I think it's just incredible that he's shined and thrived in this opportunity. So.
And you guys played a similar position. There were the back four there, and you played with the Sacramento Knights. And indoor, outdoor, I mean, for difference for you, what did you enjoy more?
Indoor was entertainment. You know, the outdoor was some real soccer. It was fun playing the indoor. It was a lot more like hockey than I think the outdoor soccer at times. You know, indoor is just different. There's different philosophies. And indoor, you got to keep them off the boards, and because that turns it into a 2v1 all over the place. So very fast, lots of goals though. If you like goals, watch some indoor soccer.
Which is not as fun if you're on the defense side. There you don't.
Sure, but you know, indoor is a lot like basketball, where a lot of times your defenders are similar to your point guards offensively. So you know, you had to be a good passer, but you couldn't be afraid to get in and mix it up a little bit.
Well, he got the assist tonight, helping out Kevin. We appreciate you stepping in, Jeremy. And this has been a great match. I mean, what a match to come in here, too. This is two teams. We didn't really know what to expect, but Republic's starting to really play well. Orlando City has been incredible since their championship run last season. And really, both teams have made the other make mistakes. That's what it seems like we've really seen here. No one's really getting a free pass. Lopez in the middle will send it. Hits Redding off the chest and shielding it away. Orlando City does a nice job.
Make sure we tuck back in. Ooh.
Evasion, and now here's the run. You can see the speed of Chin. Beats out Vukovic. Daly's going to have to come over and help. The cross, Molino falls down, and a catch a break with Sacramento.
Boy, we sure did catch a break there. He was wide open in the middle. Again, Orlando's looking, suck us down in this way and then counter. So we have to be wary of footing. Maybe the grass is, with the weather change a bit, I think the grass is getting a little more slick than the players anticipated. We've seen probably 5 or 6 critical slides where, you know, missed opportunities or what looks like a terrible pass to somebody falling on the ground. But it's really, you know, just bad, sometimes tough footwork on these slick fields.
A couple of divots out there today. The Krill crew is going to have to be very busy. As 5 games in 9 days here at Bonnie Field, and 3 friendlies against the Rangers from Glasgow, and then you have West Brom in town for 2, Monday and Friday, and then you move on to Sunday's match will be the USL Pro game, and then the Republic go back on the road. We'll talk more about those matches coming up, but what an exciting couple of weeks of soccer. You're a soccer fan in Sacramento. You are missing out if you're not making it to one of these matches. A great crowd here tonight on a Thursday evening at Cal Expo.
Yeah, come on out to support the club, support the team. If you're a Sacramento resident and you like soccer, you got to come out and watch one of these games. It'd be a shame.
Just being in the Bay Area too, Jeremy, is that you hear people talking, say, I heard you guys got a great crowd. I mean, people are really taking notice of Sacramento all around Northern California. Even though they have the San Jose Earthquakes right down the road.
Absolutely. Bay Area, there's been some fun little videos with fans coming from all out of town that you can check out on the YouTube. But it's I think it's one of those sports. Sacramento is getting to be a bigger town, and there's a lot of people that are from here that have moved away, but Sacramento's still in their heart and soul, and go Sacktown. So come and support wherever you're from.
And the one thing is that the similarities between Sacramento and Orlando. Orlando was really one of the biggest areas with only one professional franchise, and that's the Orlando Magic. And then they're going to add here now what will be the Lions in the MLS, and Sacramento will now take that title as the largest metro area with only one professional sports team, and that's the Sacramento Kings, of course. They're about to build a brand new arena, and here come right at the perfect timing, maybe a brand new stadium right in its wake if everything goes okay.
Yeah, that'd be, I can't wait. I think all the stars are aligning for Sacramento. I think the organization has done a great job promoting the sport, promoting the fan base. Again, Orlando, whenever Sacramento, we lose it right away. It's the counter, it's that long ball. So they play fast. They got some great athletes up top. Good defending again. So it's going to be, we just have to make sure that we know where everybody is when we lose the ball.
One thing I've noticed too is Mbenge, really that guy who starts that counter. He just sends it right down the field, tries to get it over the top. And when you guys, Chin and Molino, just a couple of speedsters. I mean, pretty good game plan.
Very good athletic team. Strong players up top that can just go at you 100 miles an hour. So you know, just if we can stay disciplined and make sure we tuck in on the backside on these counters, we should be okay.
Well, it's interesting. He's talking about speed and trying to get some youth in there. Well, Sacramento's, you know, getting on loan from the Earthquakes, Tommy Thompson, and you're probably asking, well, where's the Granite Bay kid tonight? Well, he is training with the under-20 men's national team, so he got an invite. He is in down. They're going to play Australia tomorrow. You can even watch the match if you're a big fan of Tommy Thompson on usasoccer.com. And so he tweeted out, great results tonight on the road against Charlotte. Now I'm off to LAX to get in with the U national team. And what a great opportunity for Tommy Thompson. Incredible player. You've seen him growing up here, watching him a little bit. Just his fast, just improvement over the last several years. Are you surprised he made it this quick, this fast?
You know, Tommy Thompson is extremely technical, and in soccer, technical players, you know, there's lots of fast, big, strong guys, but being a technical player, it's a skilled game. You need to have the skills to play. And Tommy Thompson is a great example of strong technique, some good athleticism, but again, his technical ability is fantastic. And
here's Justin Braun, sends a cross, partially deflected. It'll come out the end line. It could be a corner here for Sacramento. And you're right, he's almost like a little bulldog. He just gets in there, and he'll just learn the game, just 18 years of age. But here's a couple of guys, you know, Turner and Redding, and some of these young guys. Could be Tommy Thompson, and these guys going out in the MLS in a few years.
Yeah, I would love to see that. Another local kid making good here in Sacramento. So anytime some of these young kids come out of Sacramento, ooh.
A low cross sent.
Dangerous ball by Max there.
And one thing we always talk about is try to get a little bit higher. That was setting low tonight. It's almost that Sacramento's trying to change it up a little bit. Here's a throw in.
Yeah, you know, maybe they saw something in the film where Orlando doesn't defend well against the low driven cross. So, you know, he is a tall goalie back there for Orlando. So maybe keep it away from him. It's not a bad idea.
Far throwing by Clementa.
See, again, these are better numbers. We have one attacker versus 3 defenders. That's much better. When we struggle on these counters, we're down the numbers.
Here's a chance for Sacramento. Clementa pausing on the corner of the box. Makes a nice move to the middle. John was there over the crossbar high.
Unlucky.
Perfect ball played by Clementa. Crossed up the defender, sent it into the box. Right near the goalie box, John was on the ground. Tried to keep it low, just popped up on him.
Yep. Great ball. You know, Clementa does some good little skills, wins it back here. He's very good one-on-one, very strong. Ooh, unlucky.
And looking for the cross, streaking down the center.
Good early ball from Clementa. Justin almost there.
Gallardo gets it out, and Gallardo's been a little bit more active here. Justin, Braun, and
Orlando's
John.
Looking a little rattled right now, so you know it's not as clean as they were at the beginning. It says a lot about Sacramento. Again, we just need to watch those numbers in the back.
We're seeing a lot of they're really trying to shield their defender here. Anytime their mark comes by, they're really trying to get that volley going. Here's Turner to throw. 17-year-old gets it to Molino. Molino, the first rider, and here comes Braun. Braun pausing. Alvarez waiting.
Max over here sliding over here on the left side. Left-footed players, you can play them straight up where they can get down and cross that in with their left foot, or you can put them over on the right side and have them come down on the right and then cut in with his left for that shot. You saw a couple of players this summer that did that pretty well. Robin and Messi, they weren't too bad this summer, huh?
Takes it away, and they got pretty far in the World Cup as well. Chin goes down, and so Chin will pop back up.
Great World Cup, though.
Really caught the attention of most of America, especially here in Sacramento, as one of the top 20 markets for viewing of the Cup throughout, even when the United States went out. So it's very interesting to see where this goes. And you saw the big crowds watching in screens like Indianapolis and Chicago and Washington, D.C. And you get a sense that Sacramento's right there as well. Beautiful cross, bends it in, takes it off the hop. It's Gleason.
Well held by Gleason.
Great ball by
Bengay.
Bengay has been very impressive here tonight. He has got the counterattacks going. He's played a nice set piece here. Here's Clementa working hard, looking for Alvarez. Alvarez trying to streak behind the defense.
You know, maybe an earlier run from Alvarez there, and he's in behind. So, good idea. Again, there's the counter. Numbers down.
Alina looking for Chin. Back here to Gleason. Gleason will send it away, but sends it high. And now a chance for Orlando City.
Offsides call here.
It's going to go against Roro and Valentino. Rob Valentino from Danville, just around the corner from the Bay Area. Play with FC Tampa. 4th year with the Lions. Really the leader on the defense. Sets the pace, according to head coach Adrian Heath. He's had his hands full along with the rest of the other 3 on that back 4. The Republic have been very aggressive tonight.
Lost a little bit of rhythm. Need to get the ball back and see if we can't knock it around. Have Orlando chase us.
Great header here by Turner. Gets the attack moving for Orlando.
Ooh, so
a little bicycle kick almost.
Hey, it's not a soccer game without a bicycle. Everybody loves a good bicycle.
It was almost so quick, I don't think the fans got to enjoy it very much. Here's Braun working in the middle. Wins that battle. Back come Orlando. They've got 7 back. Roro
Good touch
trying to press.
By Roro.
Right in the middle, little give and go. Kicked it off the heel and give it away.
You know, Roro's just so good at finding those little gaps in the 1-2s.
Benge goes down, holds his shin. John may get hit with the yellow, and he does.
May have been a little soft there. It's tough. The referees let him play, and now he's calling 2 quick yellow cards here. But he's the boss, so you get up, you take your yellow card, and get on with your game.
You move on with the afternoon. And so as the sun sets behind us here from our vantage point, and Turner helping out Benge. Here is a replay. Lopez losing it.
Yeah, just the ball that was a little behind him there. Here we come to the foul.
I don't even know if he touched him. That's great. Well, regardless,
yeah,
they got the call.
He got the call and the card, so his game plan worked.
Daly. John, here's Braun. Looking to leak out that flank, but playing it well is Redding. Tommy Redding, for the first MLS homegrown signing by Orlando. Plays multiple positions at 6'1". He can do a little bit of everything. He'll step up as a midfielder as well. And very quick, athletic. That side with...
Way to step in there.
There's a shot that sends high enough onto the net of the VIP booth, but just Turner and Redding, 2 guys, 18, 17 years old. If you're an MLS team you're starting to develop, how critical is to have a couple teenagers who can really step in?
It's very important. You have kids that can start in your system and your methodology, and then you can help develop them. You know, it's they're fresh kids. They're like sponges. They want to learn. They want to get better, and it's almost important, mandatory for each team to start having some type of a youth system or a youth program, because that's where you develop the kids.
Here's Serwin, sends it low. Guzman toes it. Out of the box it goes, and Sacramento has done pretty well on the set pieces tonight.
Yeah, they have. But,
here's a cross again.
Every time you give away a corner, it's a roll of the dice. You just can't give so many corners away.
Clement ahead of the last one, Lopez.
But the Republic has been outstanding defending them. So, hey, you defend them like this, get 10 more.
2 top teams here. 45 points for Orlando City, 14-0-1-3. Sacramento 32 points, 10-6-2 on the year.
2 of the bigger teams in the league, as far as standings go. I mean, this could potentially be the semifinal matchup here.
And only Richmond right above them with 35 points for Sacramento, so only a win behind.
And the Richmond game, that was a tough one with Sacramento scoring early and then giving up those 2 tough goals at the end. So Sacramento's hanging with the big boys. So bring on Orlando.
What was it, 22 games, I think, a year ago for Richmond that they won? Or didn't have without a loss? I mean, then you hear 17 for Orlando. I mean, this is 2 top programs, and everyone thought, well, Richmond would be the favorite. They'd probably take it all. Orlando stepped and played very well in the playoffs, and Sacramento, I think, would like to make a stamp in their first postseason run, and Coach Brecky has been so happy with the way this team has gelled, and now you're past the halfway mark, and you expected, there's no more excuses about being young or having playing together. And I don't think this team is grabbing an excuse all season long. And they've lost some tough matches, but Coach Preki said it's never because of effort. And I think that's all you can ask for as a coach.
Yeah, exactly. Coach Preki gets these guys playing hard. They play for him, and they enjoy playing for Preki. So whenever you enjoy playing for a coach, you want to run through a brick wall for the guy. And
Clementa has been fantastic on the right wing.
He has been fantastic. Very good player. Coming through the open tryouts, which stands great for the local area, and coming through a difficult process. The open tryouts are almost, we call those the meat grinders.
Avision loses it, and you're right. I mean, a lot of pressure on someone like that. I mean, to play your best and almost try not to do too much. Do enough, but do enough to really expect. Avision gets past the defense, dropping it over to John, and may have been offside, but Gallardo picks it up. Running the other way, Bowden.
It's good. It's been a good game. Fun game to watch here. Back and forth. Uh-oh, bad giveaway by Orlando.
Here's Lopez.
1v1.
Republic on the attack. Here's Braun with the cross, looking for Lopez. John settles it down and taps it toward the net. Scooped up by Gallardo.
That was a tough one. Justin Braun being very unselfish, trying to find Rodrigo Lopez there. You almost sometimes wish that he's one-on-one and go right at the guy, but we got a deflection back down to Adam John, and just the ball never set up right for him. So, he put in a good effort. He got it on target. You don't get it on target, you can't score. So.
Seems that Republic are starting to attack that right side a little more. The two young guys maybe go out to the teenagers, see if they'll make a mistake.
Yeah, you never know. Young kids. This is a nice crowd. You never know.
So Sacramento will host West Brom on July 21st and July 25th. Tickets on sale now. The matches are part of an 11-day train trip for the Baggies. Their 17th EPL finishing just above Norwich City. So clearly West Brom wants to see if they can pick things up. Here's a nice play by Orlando City, getting down low. Daly to send it back toward the middle of the field.
I'm excited for the Great Britain teams coming in here. So Rangers, what a historic team that's coming into Sacramento.
Rangers on, and what a history with the Rangers and the fan clubs there, the Protestants. And here comes Gleason, picks it up.
Well done.
The Protestant versus the Catholics, and the huge, long-standing rivalries. And I mean, it's more than a soccer match in Scotland.
It's religion. So can't wait to see the Rangers. And anytime an EPL team comes to Sacramento, it's a rare event. So very excited for both games.
And I think that Scottish Premier, and then you have EPL, and people probably don't understand how good this is. The top levels of soccer overseas.
Exactly.
Maybe in the world.
West Brom. Well, I'm Italian, so I'm going to have to say the Italian Serie A is the best league in the world, but England does all right. I think if you want to make some good money, you go over to England. So all those guys make good money. But I can't go with EPL being the best league.
We'll let it go for there. And then until I guess they come over, I know that Bay Area's grabs a couple of big names as well. And they're going to put 2 minutes of extra time. So as we go into stoppage here.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Favorite part, Orlando has played very well, but you give the nod so far. Sacramento has owned the possession time here late, as it seems Orlando's different game plan is almost to just get it over the top, get to their speed guys, see if they can catch that back four, sleep a little bit, get to the middle of the park. But Republic have put some real pressure on the youngsters, Turner and Reddy.
Yeah, the Republic have dealt with most of the counterattacks, but again,
here it
Orlando,
is.
they try and get in behind you.
And Chin, Molino's so fast, showing those skills. They're in the attack.
Every time they win the ball back, it's off to the races.
Here's Guzman. Guzman plays it well. Beats Molino.
Referee playing some advantage there.
Little tap. Alessio. A little tap back here to John.
One more.
John pausing, shields it, egg to the middle. Stalling, trying to get it. A shot on goal, diving and save. Alvarez with a beautiful opportunity and a shot on goal. And Gallardo was right there at the perfect place.
That was what you were looking for. Unlucky. May have got a small deflection there to take some off of it, but
Evasian started the whole thing. John came right back, right in the middle, a perfect ball. Just got his gloves on it.
tough first touch, but, you know, he was able to get a shot off.
Back out to action there. The crowd into it too, right before this whistle's about to blow. Sacramento with the best chance, probably from both these teams tonight, to score.
Ooh, tough one there. No call by the referee.
Alvarez, maybe there's one more here. Nice tackle by Orlando City.
See again.
And
Good first half. Very
that'll
good first
do it.
half.
So after 47 minutes, no score. Number 1 versus number 3, and Sacramento hanging in there. And in fact, may have a good opportunity here in the final 45 here. We'll step aside real quick. We'll come back. We'll talk with Sac Republic President Warren Smith about the future of the Republic and where this team stands after a half a season has gone by here in Sacramento. Jeremy Field, Rob McAllister, we're coming back at you in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere.
Bonnie Plumbing, Heating, Air and Rooter Service. Your premier home service experts and proud founding partners of the Sacramento Republic FC. Bonnie, making fans since 1978.
Davis, the lives we touch inspire us. One team, one choice. One UC Davis.
Hey guys, our mics are on, right?
taste of the season at Rayleigh's, Bel Air, and Nob Hill.
I got an email from the Sacramento Republic, and it talked about the donation. I was at Target today. I picked up a bunch of stuff and brought it over. It's a good cause. I had to do my part.
This. You gonna be on this too? Yeah, we don't have to.
And welcome back to halftime. Rob McAllister with you. And now we have the president of the Sacramento Republic, Warren Smith. Warren, what do you think so far, first half?
Rob, thanks for having me. Couldn't be happier. I mean, great team, and we're playing well. We're in the match, so
I
great
think
crowd.
even more in the match. They've had some pretty good shots on goal, an exciting atmosphere.
Yeah.
So when you look at this great fanfare, we talked about this 7, 8 months ago. We didn't really know what we'd have here in Sacramento. We'd hope we could fill 8,000 seats. Well, we found out at Hughes Stadium we could fill 20,000 pretty easily.
Sure.
Just your initial taking a breath a little bit, thinking back, these many people are into soccer. Is this something that you thought was this deep so far?
Well, it's obviously something we had believed that we could do and hoped would happen. But you never know, right? So there was a lot to do, and we're fortunate that it's worked out the way that it has. And we're blessed with a great community. People in Sacramento love their sports, and 130,000 people play it. And top 10 World Cup total viewership, and top 3 in the USA-German match. So soccer means a lot to this community, and we're glad that they're supporting us.
Playing Orlando City tonight, first place on the field, something obviously we want to mimic, a couple of championships in USL Pro, but more than that, their path to the MLS. What are you taking from this franchise? Clearly has been successful, and they're ready to start in 2015.
Well, Phil Rollins and his team have just been fantastic role models and partners, frankly. They've helped us to really understand what we felt, helped us to understand what we might be able to do in this market. We rolled out a similar plan to them, 1 year, prove the market. They had 6,000 people their first year. We wanted 6,750, and so we accomplished that. It looks like we're going to accomplish that. They wanted to get a franchise purchased in year 3, and then year 5 open up a downtown Urban Core Stadium. So that's obviously our plan. It's been clear from day one. We believe that we can make that same trajectory. And no disrespect to the Orlando community, a great community, but if Orlando can do it, we can do it as well.
So we're talking with Warren Smith here at the break, looking at so many different cities you models. I know you've looked at Portland. You have a close relationship with San Jose as well. They're building a stadium. Are you kind of picking pieces from each of them and saying, here's what works, here's what will work in Sacramento?
Well, not just with them, but across the country and frankly across the world. It's clear downtown facilities ultimately outperform suburban locations, and so really need to be in that downtown core, close to bars, restaurants, and public transportation. And about everybody in the league is really focused on that when they build facilities today. Portland, Seattle, Montreal, Vancouver. The last expansions obviously have been exceptionally successful, and they're all downtown facilities. And Orlando's rolling out theirs as well. So. Yes, focusing on delivering something like that in the urban core, and then hopefully we'd have similar success as they do.
What kind of nugget can you give our hardcore fans listening online here? Anything that you can break for us this evening?
Well, we talked about those 3 rails, Rob, right? Prove the market, downtown stadium, and ownership group. We made a lot of traction and hope to introduce some of our investors for the MLS acquisition. So we couldn't be more excited about who we have on the team. And frankly, they care about Sacramento a lot. So that, and then on the downtown stadium front, I think we're narrowing down to at least the River District or the rail yards. As you know, we were looking for 8 different sites, and now we're honing on there, and we can see a clear path to constructability, and which is a clear message we need to send to MLS.
And it seems that the people of Sacramento, the businesses of Sacramento, really rallying around you guys. I think everyone wants to come out to a soccer match, which a year ago they probably didn't even know much about soccer at all.
No, and what a great product in USL Pro, right? I mean, look at this team that we're playing tonight and the teams that we played all league, and it says a lot about the relationship between MLS and USL Pro, and we couldn't be happier. I mean, we couldn't have chosen a better partner, better league.
All right, that's Warren Smith. Warren, thanks for dropping by, and I guess enjoy the rest of the second half.
Rob, thank you. Jeremy, thank you. It's good to see you. Thanks for letting me borrow these.
And that is Warren Smith there, and so we're about to begin the next 45 minutes here of play, and so we'll bring back in Jeremy Field with you this evening. Rob McAllister with you. Halftime stats: 0 goals, 0 assists. But
Bonnie Plumbing,
really
Heating, Aaron Reuter Service. Your premier home service
What
expert.
statistic really stands out for you?
Probably the fouls for Orlando. 9 fouls, that's quite a bit. So, you know, Sacramento's done a good job with the 9 fouls. They're keeping their heads. The yellow cards we've gotten have been somewhat soft. I'm not gonna lie about that. They were somewhat soft.
Octavio Guzman, a caution, the 23rd minute, and Adam John picking up 1 in the 38th. But now Sacramento will start it off here as we'll switch sides, and Gleason will come back out as well. A fresh 45 on the clock. Another great crowd here. A beautiful evening as the State Fair is underway. Just to our left, the Carnival lights shining brightly over on Bonnie Field here tonight, and a perfect breeze off the river. I don't know if you could ask for a better July evening here, and Orlando's probably thinking, wow, it must be this beautiful every single night in Sacramento. No humidity. They've got to enjoy playing, and that makes it a little bit easier as well. A long trip like this, you wanted to see how Orlando could do, but Sacramento almost, I wouldn't say it's a road match, but they were traveling right up until Tuesday night, getting into midnight. I mean, so they're trying to adjust back to this West Coast time as well.
Part of the gig traveling. So these guys are professionals. They should be able to handle it, but it can slow you down a little bit. Jet lag is difficult, especially coming from so far away like they were, and travel in the minor leagues is not first class. So lots of red eyes and
no private jets here.
Coach seating. So hopefully the guys brought out their entertainment.
And whistle blows, and here we go. Adam John to get things going. Rodrigo Lopez looking for a streaking Adam Clementa. No halftime substitution, so we'll start with the 11 we had out there for Orlando City. Gallardo in the goalie box, Turner, Redding, Bowden, Valentino the back 4. Guzman here in the midfield, sends a cross over the middle, looking for John, and keeps it on the deck. John back into the box. Diving goes Gallardo. So Mbenge, Quinn, Sirkin, Span, Chin, Molino, and then for Sacramento, Gleason in the box, Clementa, Daly, Vukovic, Aviacion in the back 4, and in the midfield, Alvarez, Merkovich, Guzman, Lopez, and John and Braun up front. It's a great chance there for Sacramento, and getting aggressive was John.
It's been a great game. You know, everybody loves to see the scoring, but really you're seeing two of the big heavy hitters of the league just, you know, checking each other out, because eventually they might match up in the playoffs. So watching these two guys sort of test one side, maybe check out another, it's been great.
So a throw in here will be by Bowden. Bowden pausing, trying to set something up here for Orlando City. Fancy footwork, losing it. Merkovich takes it away, and here's Alvarez. Braun losing it now. Orlando coming out very aggressive, and we saw the first 10 minutes Orlando really came out, probably had the advantage possession-wise over Sacramento. Here in the second half of play, they're trying to do the same.
Again, Sacramento's going to weather the storm. Orlando's feeling, man, if we could just go hard for 10 minutes here, get a quick goal, and then ride it out. We're back on the plane heading for home with another road victory. So Sacramento needs to be disciplined to just weather the storm.
Avacion played it very well. A quick start. Lopez.
Gosh, Rodrigo Lopez is such a joy to watch sometimes. That was fantastic.
Clementa, who's had a very nice match. Working the right flank, pausing. Steps over to the right again. Loses it.
Probably not the most ideal time to go at a defender, but you got to love that about Clementa. He just goes right at guys. 1 versus 2, 1 versus 3. He's not scared.
Here we go. Orlando working it down. Fancy footwork and whistle blown. Well, Nike's a proud sponsor of USL Pro. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information.
Yeah, I don't blame Merkovich for fouling there. Anytime you get nutmeg, you gotta put some wood on somebody, as they say in hockey. Yeah.
And physical as both of these teams have been, they really have not allowed an edge, and that's one thing you really could watch in the World Cup. Those guys fought for position before the ball came, and we've seen it between these two teams. It really seems that's what separates really the okay teams versus the top tier.
Yeah, you have to be soccer's. You have to be good technically. You have to be strong. You have to be able to hold somebody off. It's a lot more body smashing into body than people would think. You know, you hear all the time soccer's not a contact sport, but you should just ask Gleason with his stitches, huh?
He took one pretty hard, and it was Shiloh Shuma who came flying into the net, caught him what appeared to be a knee, and Gleason dropped quickly, and it was a scary moment for a couple of minutes. Gleason got up, seemed to be fine. I think he just knew he was bleeding from the head and didn't want to drip it all over. He wanted to stay in the game, and he didn't want all over his jersey. They said, no, you can't stay in when you have a gash that size on your head. 20 stitches, he ended up getting to the hospital. It was his birthday that night.
Yeah, happy birthday to him, huh?
He's back in and he's having a good time.
The beach ball is out and in force.
It's getting very physical out there,
There
Jeremy.
we go.
There's a yellow card and it's thrown against Surin.
This is a great spot for Sacramento. Rodrigo Lopez has been spectacular in these moments in this part of the field, putting that ball in to the big fellas up top. Come on, boys.
Darwin Surin, who has 6 caps with his national team. El Salvador picked it up, the yellow card there. The first for Orlando City tonight compared to 2 for Sacramento. Guzman and John, excuse me. Set play for Sacramento. Trying to look for Braun. Too low. Alvarez whiffs.
Ooh, Max.
A header by Orlando. Molino.
Well, you saw what Max was trying to do. You just got to execute the play. It was on. The highlight reels were waiting for it.
Bad kick by Gleason. Avacion has to try to make something happen out of it. Orlando now in the attack. Running the right flank is Turner. Turner pauses, finding a teammate with Bengay. Bengay has been very good tonight. Here's Bowden.
This is tough.
Beats his man Clementa. Left side of the box looking for a cross and sends it away is Vukovic. Was there perfectly, but a great on ball by Bowden.
Yeah, Sacramento has to be wary about not making too many mistakes here. Again, that was a tough ball that Clementa is trying to go for. But no goal.
That's been the case all match long. These two teams fighting it out, and really we know that in shape, who is in better condition can play well, especially in these games as it picks up, starts to get a little cool out there.
Yeah, might need my jacket for the first time this year. You know, it's going to be great to see the tactical changes that both the coaches make here coming up.
Here's Molino trying to find Chin. Chin slides in to the advertisements along the baseline there. He's slow to get up. Vukovic helps him up, and we have a lot of big-time players for Orlando City on the bench now. For Sacramento, they are out with a couple of key guys. Fochive is out with an injury. And also really a yellow card, so he can't come back on until July 27th. And then on warning, Max Alvarez, Ivan Merkovich, and then Alvis Powell, who's picked up a very crucial part of the defense. He is not in tonight because of a leg injury as well.
Mrkovic, almost on a suspension. You're killing me. No, no.
Can't be true. He's been pretty calm tonight. He hasn't seen a lot of action because both these teams have kept it out of the middle of the field.
You know, and you have Orlando's now starting to add another almost delayed forward into the attack. Sacramento needs to be careful of that extra attacker sliding in between the midfield and the two defenders. They found him a couple of times there. Let's hope it doesn't come back to hurt us.
Trying to
Clear
clear it.
Strong there.
Bowden wins again. Bowden playing very well here in the second half. Slide tackle Daly. Whiffs on it. Bowden still up. Molino in the middle. Molino tries to turn and take a shot on goal. Off the chest. Volley keeps it low. Off the face of Guzman. Orlando still fighting. Looking for a header. Chin.
Oh,
picked up high by Gleason. A beautiful save.
How did he make that save?
Another cross, not over yet. Second ball coming. Orlando still in there. Vukovic clears it.
Organize. Defense needs to organize here. They've been under some pressure.
Avacion.
Find the gaps.
A little shove, picks it up. Not able to get it, Quinn.
In those moments, Justin really has to hold the ball for a second, just to relieve some pressure. Get us pushed up. Hold on to it. See, that's better. Now we can get out a little bit.
Calm down a little bit here, and that's a tense moment. Beautiful right-handed save by Jake Gleason.
Boy, that was a fantastic save. That'll make any highlight reel.
So both goalies making nice saves tonight. Gallardo on the same net.
Good.
With a two-handed stop. Alvarez a shot. Now Alvarez zigzagging his way through the field.
You know,
here's Lopez. Cross over the middle, looking for John. Send it too low.
You know, it's good to see from Max Alvarez. You know, he's a young kid himself. Sac State graduate from here in Sacramento, and it's good to see him go at guys. You know, sometimes the young players are a little tentative. You know, they don't want to make too many mistakes, but you know, when you're a young kid, just go at them.
Well, there's someone going at it. You can take notice. Mrkovic, he is not afraid of anybody there in a beautiful slide tackle. Stops the break.
He's fun to watch. If you like hard defending, Mrkovic is fun to watch.
And we had
one of my favorites on the team for sure.
And we had Warren Smith at the half talking about obviously the ultimate goal for MLS, and they continue to look for downtown stadium sites for Sacramento. Bonnie Field, just a temporary hold for the USL Pro and a full pitch here. Great facility here in a matter of just a couple of months getting this up. And MLS Commissioner Don Garber said, I'm very, very impressed with the launch of the Sacramento Republic. Warren Smith is doing a terrific job. Now, did not guarantee an MLS club would be coming here, but there's no doubt MLS has taken notes. And I think the crowds speak enough to, there's a big fan base here that will go to MLS games. We've seen it in San Jose. They're going to get a new park, but really in Portland and Seattle, I mean, those numbers have been phenomenal. 30+ thousand at Sounders games in Seattle.
Yeah, you know, sometimes I got to pinch myself. This is soccer in Sacramento. Holy cow, it's really taken on. And you know, you saw it in the World Cup, as you mentioned, it was just standing room only in most places in Sacramento during the U.S. game. So, you know, I remember years ago trying to get a World Cup game at a pub and having to beg the bartender to change it, and now you can't find a seat. So I think it's just fantastic.
Spikes up for Braun, but no card thrown, and Bowden gives up a little bit of a hobble. And the way that these things all transpire and how you become MLS is all a little different. They're trying to steal a few pages out of the book from Orlando and Portland. See how it all works out. And Orlando's got their own unique story as well, as they were originally in Austin, and they're Austin Aztecs FC, and really in 2008, but just a few years gone by, and they had to pack up and leave, and they headed back east. And you know, they really have moved into the Citrus Bowl and now play the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex, doing pretty well there. And fourth year in USL Pro, 2 championships. As a shot there as slowly dribbles over to Gleason. So Jeremy, you know, there's really no here's how you do it, and it'll work every time. I think every city has to find their own little path, and I think if you can borrow some tricks, I think it works out, but there's really no set book on exactly what works and doesn't.
You know, it doesn't. I think everybody says it's politics, but there's quite a recipe list for trying to get an MLS team. Ooh, tough offside call there, but I think he was just a bit. But again, you need a fan base. You need to have a good ownership group, having a proper stadium, and don't get me wrong, Bonnie Field is fantastic. This is a great little facility. Playing on the full-size soccer field versus the postage stamp that we were playing out of Hughes, but you take the small field for the big crowd, so you never know. But again, those games just prove that Sacramento can support an MLS team, and I think this city, if you followed some of the Kings.
Here's Molino.
Oh boy,
a little move into the
Molino.
middle, across.
Whoa,
Vukovic, a perfect play on the ball, sends it high and into the Tower Bridge Battalion.
If you look at King support over the years in the city, it's rabid, and the city loves their sports teams, even with the River Cats. So,
and you get a winner out here, and it's going to be contagious all over, and you already see really the red, maroon, Republic logo is just plastered everywhere, and everywhere someone's wearing a Republic hat or shirt, they're kind of, oh, got to get one of those, and it's been contagious. Now Gilberto and Stewart warming up on the sideline. Here's the cross. Defensively, Republic staying close to home. Clementa. And I'll say that those set plays, very dangerous. Orlando is at those, but Sacramento has played them very well tonight. Still no goal for either squad here.
Yeah, they've been disciplined on the set pieces. They've stuck with their runners, covered the gaps. It's been, they've done well.
Molino, nice move, works it inside, trying to find a teammate. Evasión finds it.
Yeah, Molino's looked the most dangerous for Orlando here in the second half. Again, Sacramento has to be wary of him just sitting right behind the two attackers for Orlando.
Here's Alvarez. He's played well tonight. He's really gotten out into the box quick. Here he is. Nice move, taken down, and no play. And they wanted a shot there. That would have been big for Sacramento. Little handball, got away with it. Evasión, Clementa, still going. Clementa will move, looking for the net, high over the crossbar.
That was a good play.
Could have dumped it off to Braun or John right there streaking down the middle, but just decided to go for it, and Gallardo got up there, sent a little high.
Merkovich with the little sneaky handball.
So it looks like
you're going to see a great 1-2. We missed it there, but Clemente hits the ball, got some good knuckle on it. Unfortunately, it didn't drop how we wanted it to and kept rising. But, before that play, you saw just a very good
and you can see the hops.
Combination.
Hops by Gallardo as well. I mean, great play. And so out come John. That will be Tommy Stewart to check in as well. So Stewart and Gilberto come in. Gilberto in for Guzman. And Adam John, the Jesuit High School graduate.
Go Marauders.
On loan from San Jose is Jeremy Field, supporting a alum there. And John will take a seat. Played it well, trying to change it up here. Stewart with the goal on Monday is coming from key situations here late as a sub.
Adam had a good half. He just wasn't getting the services probably as much as he would want. But
here's Roro off the chest.
But it's good. These are some good substitutions. Stewart gives some energy up top. Gilberto keeps some solidity and some possession in the midfield. So these are some good subs by Coach Brecky.
Cross, bounce, looking for a second chance. Republic, Orlando tracks it down. Now they're on the counter.
Molino's here, dangerous.
Great footwork by Molino.
Fun player to watch, though.
And Gilberto steps in, and one thing I like Gilberto is his speed, and that may be a nice matchup in the midfield to see if they can maybe keep up with the top two as everyone gets a little more fatigued here as a late in this contest here now.
I like that Precky's got Gilberto in there on Molino. He's been their most dangerous player, and it looks like Gilberto's going to be his best friend for the next 30 minutes or so.
And Gilberto having a great deal of fun watching the World Cup in his home country of Brazil. And Gilberto played with the Brazilian club top tier in 2013.
Bowie, if he got his toe around that one, we were in trouble. Oh, you got to love the Tower Bridge Battalion in the background there.
And they're marching, standing proud. And you know what? They've got to be careful, too. We talk about the players in their rest. They've got a lot of matches coming up in the next 9 days. They lose their voice, they could be in some serious trouble.
Oh, but they love it. You know, once you get the bug of soccer and you're jumping and screaming and shouting with your friends, just give people from Sacramento a reason to have a fun party, and they'll show up in droves. So
I guess that's why they made halls and cough drops, right?
Yes, sir.
You can keep that throat going. They've been pounding on the drums. They've got the flags up as well. And it was one thing seeing a Hughes Stadium, just a sea of that crowd, an entire section or two bouncing up and down. Everyone wanted to be a part of it, and I think you still can. They go through their own tickets and stuff. You can get tickets to them. You can get a Tower Bridge Battalion scarf as well. So a great group. I think they do a little bit of drinking before too, so if you're into that, that may not be a bad idea.
Wow. It's not a battalion without a beer, right?
Sometime I think that I'm trying to leave it to you and Kevin. I'm going to head over to the battalion one of these matches.
No problem. Kevin can do the play-by. Because you are too good for me, buddy.
They're running the street. Vacian.
Good ball there.
Stewart. Stewart, fresh legs. Stewart trying to work his way into the box. Loses it there.
Ooh.
Tough break, Sacramento.
Be careful. Be careful here.
Here's Mbenge. He's played well tonight. And down goes Mbenge again. And it looks like he's going to draw a yellow on Ivan Murkovic. That's twice tonight. He has drawn one. Went down, a little bit of fake, got one on John, and here he is, got another one. So 3 Republic players and Ivan Murkovic. Now he is on warning. He could be gone for the next match.
And it could be 2 matches. I know when you start to accumulate too many yellow cards after that 1 suspension, sometimes they need to suspend you for 2. So again, this is where Murkovic needs to stay on the field. So next game, Sacramento's going to be without his services, which is tough because he's such a good player.
Very good footwork, and he really sets a tone. And without Tommy Thompson as well to maybe step in a midfield position, that leaves you a little bit soft there. So we'll see some of these younger guys gonna have to maybe step up. Guzman,
yeah, getting Fochive back will be good too, because he's strong. He's a very strong player as well. Fantastic name too. Fochive.
It's fun to say. There's no doubt about that. So he is out and on a warning as well. Orlando City, Sacramento into the 65th minute, still no score. Both goalkeepers shutting out the opponent. Each have made fantastic saves. They have really defended well in the box.
Gleason's save about 10 minutes ago was top class, superb. I thought that was in for sure. And
I know that the USL Pro does the goals of the week and whatnot. I would like to see some of those saves of the month and stuff too. I know a couple of these guys have made some great plays around the league.
Sure, Dominic had some great saves in that Atlas game too. There was one in particular where he pulled a save from a for sure goal. So
it's been well. Every USL Pro regular season and playoff game will stream live on YouTube in 2014. It includes DVR, chat, social media interactivity as well. And maybe new things coming your way from the Sacramento Republic FC. We'll hopefully be able to release that in the coming weeks or so. Maybe a little bit more interactive with Kevin and I on the broadcast. Jeremy Field, if he is there for that game as well. So Jeremy Field, Rob McAllister here with you tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Sacramento taking on the top of the table, Orlando City. The Lions with...
They're hanging with them.
14
Ooh, tough
game
ball
wins
there.
on their tally, with Sacramento with 10. And here is a chance for
numbers.
Orlando. Daly, Molino working it in. Murkovic, no whistle blown. Vukovic gets his hands up, excuse me. Levacion, Gilberto in the middle. Gilberto gonna show us some
Good
speed
touch.
here. Gets it up in a hurry to Tommy Stewart. Stewart still fighting. Stewart, 2-on-3, takes a shot hard, hits off the back of Orlando City's what appears to be Valentino.
God, you gotta love Stewart's heart. He just was fighting through there. Referee had a couple of chances to maybe call a foul. And
here's Stewart. Fancy footwork. in the middle.
Good ball.
To the right. Looking for Braun, maybe Roro
Good
here.
joust.
And could it be a corner? And it is. So a corner opportunity. Here comes Max Alvarez.
Great joust there by Rodrigo Lopez. Got that foot up and hi-ya.
Crowd pounding on the stands here. And behind Alvarez will be the monorail. Getting a free peek in the Republic match.
Let's get a goal
Sends
here.
the cross.
Great ball.
Looking for a header off the hand of Daly. Nobody in sight there. Roro was on the
You know, it's tough
far
sometimes when
backside.
you get pushed and you're moving your arms to try to regain that balance and the ball hits your arm. That's just tough luck. Tough luck there.
A little number comparison as we move to the 68th minute here. Orlando City goals lead. Molino with 11, Lopez with 5. Also assists is 7 for Molino and 6 for Lopez. And Mbenge with 48 shots. Lopez and Braun each with 27. A couple of more matches. Here's Molino streaking and no call. Gleason picks it up. Here's Clemente.
Molino is dangerous.
Clemente a little bit quiet here in the second half, Jeremy.
Yeah, that was a bad giveaway by him too.
Bad pass, Mbenge. Molino.
You know, he's been up and down. Clemente's been going and going, so sometimes you get a little tired. And, you know, the legs get out. That pass that you thought was wide open isn't so wide open.
Gilberto was there. Alvarez
Ooh,
wanted a yellow card. And now it looks like everyone's got the yellow cards here in the stands. And they want to pull it against Bowden here. So
there was some definite afters by number 14.
Luke Bowden there. So Luke Bowden, who signed in 2011 with the club. 24 starts a year ago. He has been the mainstay of this Orlando City team. And now Sacramento not taking too kindly to the move on Max Alvarez to send him to the turf.
It's tough. We don't know what was said or what the young lad did down there, but Max did not like it for sure. Maybe he asked him out on a date.
Gleason gives it up too easily. And now Orlando in a pretty good position on a throw-in. As into the 70th minute we go. No score here in Sacramento.
It is exciting. There is a little bit of anticipation of a goal here. Crowd's getting antsy for one. And a goal will really change the game a bit, I think. You know, whoever scores now is just probably going to end up packing it in and see they can't ride out the 1-0.
Now, Jeremy, the difference between still being aggressive and not getting sloppy and making mistakes, how do you walk that line?
It's tough, especially as it gets towards the end of the game. You know, Orlando wants to keep going. They beat pretty much everybody and definitely haven't lost, but they need to make sure that Sacramento stays in front of them. Ooh, tough ball there.
Here's a high cross by Clemente. Whiffs on it. Lopez has a chance on a second ball. He'll send the cross. Here's a header just far wide right post and got up to try to get it. Looked like it was Tommy Stewart. Justin Braun was right there as well.
I think the wind's starting to affect the ball a little bit. That one got floated up towards the back post and caught the wind, and the defender misread it right to a Sacramento Republic player. So
you're right, and the goalkeepers on this side are able to get it down the field a little bit. It's really whipping off the river there, which is just the south end here of the field. We're at Cal Expo, which is the main fairgrounds, the state fair underway as well. There's a couple of people maybe on the rides getting a peek at the game as well here. Maybe saying, what's going on here? Check this out.
Yeah,
it's a
come
great
watch
exposure.
the Republic game.
I guess if you keep riding one of the roller
Get a
coasters, you
fried
can really
Twinkie or
watch
something and come watch the Republic game.
That's right. Are you into the big fried Krispy Kreme donut hamburgers and stuff?
I can't say I am. I need to back on the post-World Cup diet. I think I gained 10 pounds in straight beer over the month of World Cup. So
I would choose that as well. I think bacon and donuts and hamburger all in the whole thing. It's just a little too much for me.
Yeah.
Out comes Bowden again. Was the victim of a couple of Republic fan boos after taking down Max Alvarez. Clemente steps into the pass. Alvarez working that triangle, and they'll watch it sail out of play.
It's a good idea by Max. Just a little bit little bit strong on the pass. So
We talked about Emmer Clemente. You talked about being a sign-on. What a great story from him, living in the Bay Area. His grandfather and father both play soccer as well. Here's Mbenge on the run. Trying to get Sacramento on the heels. Works his way into the box, off to the leg of Daly. Daly, a slide tackle.
So now we need to hold it for a minute.
Daly may have saved a goal right there. Or just got down on the ground in a hurry, and that quick reaction allowed Gleason to stay up on his feet.
Yeah, good sliding challenge there by Daly to save a goal. A bit of a scramble. The Sacramento has to be wary not to dive in on these Orlando players. They're crafty. They got the skills to pay the bills, so be careful.
So Clemente, Daly, Vukovic, Evacion. And in the middle, Alvarez, Merkovic, Gilberto Lopez. And the top strikers, Stewart and Brown, and fans wanted a whistle.
I'm hopeful the referee will pull that back and give him a yellow card. That was poor play there.
Justin Braun loses sight of it.
But sometimes when the play goes on like that, referee forgets.
Don't want to kill the advantage, I guess, for Sacramento.
But it should be a yellow card. That was.
And Turner out of play, and a couple of whistles blown. And Merkovic is screaming for a yellow card, won't get it. And now we have a substitution. So Mbenge, who has really set the pace well for Orlando City, he will be replaced by Austin Deleuze. So Deleuze comes in at the midfielder position. He'll play that far right side.
Mbenge taking his time, strolling off.
And Deleuze was a 2010 MLS, a draft 14th overall by the New York Red Bulls. Played with the Carolina Railhawks. Measures at 5'10", so a little bit of a different look for Orlando City.
It's one of the fun things about the USL, seeing some of the up-and-coming players that you will see in the MLS one day. So hopefully we have 3 or 4 from the Sacramento team here that make it on the big team. So.
And a guy drafted 14th overall, a lot of definite talent there. So he's coming as a substitution late. 75th minute, still no score here. Jeremy Field, Rob McAllister with you, enjoying a great night at Bonnie Field.
See again, Molino is right in that gap in between the midfield and the defenders. That's a dangerous spot for a player to pick up the ball.
Here's Orlando City trying to hold him at Evacion. Vukovic steps into the path, takes it away. Here's Gilberto. Alvarez loses sight for it. Justin Braun and Bowen finding out for it. Bowden has played very physical in the second half. Seemed like he was stepping back a little bit in that first 45, but has really made his mark here, and he has had a couple of chances for Orlando City, getting him in the box.
A little miscommunication there between Alvarez and Justin Braun, but no.
Deleuze touches for the first time. Here's the high cross. The volley stays up, and
we have a foul.
A foul is called against Orlando City. Sacramento will take that Evacion. A little bit slow to get up, but a quick restart by Sacramento.
Yeah, we've weathered the storm, defended well, so the guys should be proud of themselves so far. Obviously, the job's not done, but, you know, defensively they've been strong. Vicky Daly's been having a great game. Vukovic has kept the team organized in the back. Good look by Stewart there.
Moving to the attack here. Roro dumps it off. Stewart. Stewart looking, pausing. Alvarez shields it nicely. Flips it to the right side. Clemente's got a wide open net. There's going to be a shot on goal, I should say. Good open pathway, at least. Gallardo was there.
Yeah, it was a good play. We just need a better ball in. You know, good play. You can see Coach Precky's frustration down there. You know, it was the game demanded a good cross in that moment. Unfortunately, we didn't get it.
And so a substitution here is Giuseppe Gentile checks in, just signed on the 11th. And so Gentile coming as a striker. Whistle blows here. Now Gentile signed for the rest of the year. Signed in 2014 just with the MLS draft so he could be picked up by any team. Was picked up by Chicago. Here he is with Orlando. Trying to stick on here until maybe they make MLS next season. He's got a couple of matches, about 8 or so in the regular season to prove his worth.
It's good. It's good to give these young kids some time so they can, you know, get some confidence.
Play with the Fire's reserve team, scored 3 goals, so made an impact there, working his way up. Pretty good competition against USL Pro squads like Sacramento. Comes in as a substitution. Dump off, Clementa, Stewart out, but Gallardo makes another sliding save.
Oh boy, some of these plays are just so close, so close. A little more accuracy on the passes there. Man, you never know.
And the best teams make you play the best. A lot of holding out there. They've a lot of let go. You said it was going to be physical early on, and you're right, Jeremy. They really go. Justin Braun trying to beat out Gallardo. Gets there first, comes off his line, and just played it perfectly. Took a chance, and it worked out. Justin Braun to throw, and Braun started this match. In there, no, looks like substitution on his end here.
Yeah, I really like how Sacramento is, you know, represented in this game. They didn't back down. A lot of times you get the first place team in and you crumble in 5 minutes, but Sacramento's gone toe-to-toe with them and exchanging some blows. I like it. Got to be proud of the guys here in Sacramento.
So each team, and now a red card against Max Alvarez.
You know, they were both jostling for position there,
and so Sacramento was playing so well, now they're going to be down a man. And the boos have come out loudly here. And
Yeah,
trying to see if we can get a replay here, but Alvarez seemed to be fighting for position on the throw-in. Braun was about to toss it in. The whistle was blown, and Alvarez is hit, and now he'll have to leave the field.
yeah, that's a tough call there. They're both fighting. They're both pushing each other, and Max's arm went up a little high, and I think that's what the referee saw.
And Coach Brecky now will have a word as well, and he's a little fired up. And now Sacramento has lost a very key component to this match, playing so well. They'll probably drop what, Stewart or Braun back. Looks like they're going to be maybe dropping Braun back a little bit and almost kind of a midfielder position, right, Jeremy?
Yeah, they need to drop somebody back. At this point, the tactics.
Here's the replay.
They're pushing each other, exactly.
And he just keeps pushing him. It was about the 3rd time he raised his arm as when he got caught.
Yeah, that's a tough red card for the kid, but you know, it's a good.
It goes down here. We might have a card. It's going to be a caution against Bowden. And this crowd is upset. They want something more than that as Roro hits the floor. Vukovic in there to say something. The Republic is fired up.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Let's get some energy back into this game.
Chick-fil-A handing out yellow cards for coupon there. Chick-fil-A just right around the corner here. And so if you're in the stands, you might cash that in. There have been quite a bit of cards thrown here tonight, Jeremy. A little chippy match.
Yeah, I like it. Again, these are two teams that are trying to prove that they're better than the other team. You know, Sacramento would love to hand Orlando their first loss of the season. But right now with the red card, the tactics are changing completely for Coach Brecky.
And what is that? What do you
He's got to drop an offensive player back. You know, with some of the subs, he went pretty offensive. And now he needs to drop someone like a Justin Braun back, which is unfortunate because he's such a strong player up top for us. So, unfortunately, we're going to drop him back into the midfield.
Does this give a little chance maybe for Gilberto to start maybe streaking out a little bit, or going to keep him at home as well?
Yeah, he'll probably end up staying right there in front of the back 4, being that 5th defender to help him out. You know, someone's got to watch out for the Molino. He's been dangerous. So, but again, soccer's a weird game. Sometimes the team with a player down, they pick it up and end up with a chance. But again, that shows right there that with
there's
that
nobody there, right?
Yeah, there's no extra attacker there. So maybe keep it in a situation like that.
And practicing, you know, you practice for so many different situations, and I'm sure they prepare for this as well, right?
Oh yeah, those are never fun practices where you're down a man for 5 minutes and So you do. You train for this, but nothing prepares you for the game speed and, you know, especially being a man down. I know in indoor there's all sorts of times when you're man down with the power plays and all that. So kill it, as we would say in indoor. You got to kill this here.
A foul is called against the Republic. And Sacramento have a little problem, but they'll get back on. The clock continues to tick, and it's official. Another sellout for Sacramento. So, Jeremy Field, I know we've talked so much about just the love of soccer in this town. Every single home match for the Republic has been a sellout except for one, and that was still 17,200 fans.
Yeah, I know. I would never get upset with 17,000 people at a game. So
it was fun. I'd say Hughes definitely had an energy, but I'd say the brand of soccer has been better here. So.
Yeah, for sure. The space is here, and Precky's got this team. He picked a team that can knock the ball around.
We've got some very passionate fans in front of us. You can probably hear them. And Clementa can't believe it. He is whistled for a foul. He's slow to get up. He have been hit in the shin or the high knee there, so he's going to be slow to get up, maybe take a break. And so it was a tough touch.
Yeah, the game's getting a little chippy, getting a little out of control. The ref needs to, you know, sometimes a referee can get the game under control with a yellow card, and sometimes that yellow card can actually get things more out of control. So he needs to be careful here. That the game's sort of on a knife's edge, and the referee's part of that. So
Orlando City was trying to leak a teammate out to the right and nobody home. And so for Orlando City, they've already been aggressive. Do they become more aggressive at this point?
Yeah, they have maybe 10 more minutes left to really go at Sacramento and steal 3 points here on the road. So if I was Orlando, I would take this next 10 minutes and just go right at Sacramento. Use their numbers, try to exploit where the gaps are and where Sacramento can't make the rotations in time. So
45 points on the season.
Man, that's a lot of points.
And it would make some headlines, especially in Orlando. If they come all the way out and they lose to the new boys. I mean, the new boys on the block here.
You never know. The red card's going to hurt that fairy tale outcome, but you never know.
Coach Pracky believes this team is very close talent-wise to an MLS club. He said there's not a lot of separation from some of the teams the highest level in America.
The team, they've shored up a lot of the defensive issues that plagued them at the beginning of the season, but the 3 and 4 midfielders that Sacramento has and play on a regular basis, I would take the Pepsi Challenge with any MLS team, with Rodrigo Lopez and Murkovic and Max Alvarez and Fochive when he's in there, and the midfield is the strength of this team. And again, Orlando with that long ball trying to counter.
And so
starts to get predictable a little bit. So Sacramento, hopefully they can understand that that's what Orlando's looking to do here.
Well, Orlando's had a couple of young guys in the game. We talked about Turner and Redding a little bit, but also Odon Quinn, University of Akron, a 2013 Player of the Year in the Mid-Atlantic. And so that's where we stand right now. So officially, we just getting the word that Alvarez was tossed for the physical altercation. And so that's on the floor. Now Tommy Stewart, Justin Braun, chance for Sacramento. Loses it in stride. Tommy Stewart goes down to the box. There'll be no whistle. Gilberto still fighting. Gilberto takes it. Now Gilberto's got a little space. Moves left, moves right, shot on goal. Batted down by Gallardo, and it was a great shot by Gilberto.
Yeah, we need to, crowd's getting pumped up for one of these chances here. Corner kick at the end. Come on, Sacramento. So this
Gilberto to Gallardo. Gallardo got a fist up, got a paw on it, stopped it. Here's a set piece for Sacramento. They'll tap it in slow. Gilberto again has had an advantage.
Short play.
Second cross, headed back. Orlando back in control. Very exciting play for the Republic.
Max, he's going to be disappointed with that red card. So, sometimes when you get a red card, you hope to get it for a strong challenge or, something that makes you feel good about a red card. That was one of the softer red cards you'll ever see. So you know, the kid needs to learn to keep his head and get out of those altercations, you know.
And sometimes it's the mental battle that a lot of these veteran guys seem to win, and that's the reason why Orlando's been so good this year. They've been mentally stronger than a lot of their opponents, maybe not playing as well. Because you know, Jeremy, not every match do you play your best. You've got to win other ways.
Yep, you do. You got to win other ways. You can't always win with the long ball. You can't always win with the plane, and not everybody has a perfect game. So you just hope if you're struggling, your teammates can pick you up, and you know you got their backs next time. So I know Max is frustrated. So
Surin dancing with it with Gilberto, and so Surin in there along that side with Spahn. They've started the match, still staying in. Justin Braun looking for a counter. Great play just moments ago. Gilberto leaked. Ooh. And he had nice moves across the man, gets to the middle of the field. Here's Tommy Stewart. Stewart pausing.
That was well done. Turn away from the pressure. All of Orlando was geared up on Clementa, so that was good to keep the change the pace.
Here's Tommy Stewart. Beautiful ball to Roro. Leaking back is Braun, offside.
Yeah, it was just a little delay. You know, Justin had the whole line of defenders in sight there. Maybe tiptoe a little bit on the onside side of things, and it's a great idea by Roro. You know, he's just such a smart player. He sees those diagonal runs behind defenders and finds the appropriate gaps to play it in. So
great ball movement by Sacramento tonight. It seems they're passing very crisp, but you a little bit of mistakes here and there, but I think almost caused by Orlando and vice versa. Orlando had some chances there too, and it almost, you know, if you just watch it, it was getting sloppy, but I think both defenses really are the stars of the match tonight.
Absolutely.
Into the middle, working it around. Here's Golden, good chance on goal. Molino fires it up, sent away by the Republic.
Fantastic rotation back to block that shot.
Still putting the pressure on though.
Be wary of diving in on those corners here.
Bowden has set things up so well on that left flank. A tough ball right into the gut of Gleason. Shot Surin does not make it through, but those can be difficult, Jeremy. You may lose sight of the ball. It's a good shot by Orlando.
That slight deflection, the ball can go anywhere. So it was well held by Gleason. Tracked it the whole way into his great arms.
Little volley there by
maybe handball
by Braun, and now getting up, and Deleuze gets up and towers a little bit, and I think he might be able to throw a caution on that. Are they going to throw it against Clementa?
Yeah, it's Clementa. That was a good foul, though.
So another caution there. We're working into the 90th minute here. Looks like 4 minutes will be added to the end of this match here.
4 minutes.
Bowden with the set play, a soft tap. Back to him from Deleuze. Orlando likely going to try to set something here, Jeremy.
Yeah, they should knock it around, see if they can't find a gap to get in. But Sacramento, the rotation has been great since the red card. You know, a couple of...
Here's a chance, Molino taking away Vukovic again. He's played so well tonight. Saved 2 goals already. Now the counters, Gilberto. Sacramento not giving up. Tommy Stewart looks over his shoulder, able to slow it up.
That was
no advantage, but here's Braun, right side. Braun will dance around it. And a little sidestep.
It's a great ball by Gilberto.
Gilberto playing very well in a reserve role here.
Good ball.
Back to Clementa. Clementa with a shot, sends it high again. That's the 4th time tonight we've seen Clementa go over the crossbar. This guy was getting a little bit back on his heels.
Yeah, he is. Leaning back a little bit in his lounger. You know, get out there before practice and a little bit after and work on some of those. So he's such a talent, and he gets inside and gets those opportunities. Just needs to get it on target.
Dancing is Spahn. Spahn will try. It won't even be close.
Again.
And Republic likes it as we are down to about 3 minutes left in this match. Sacramento looking for a win, would be the first against Orlando City this year. And if it ends in a tie, it would be the 4th, as they're 14-0-3, Sacramento 10-6-2.
Yeah, you hate to drop points when you're at home, but again, a tie is respectable against the first place team.
They've played so well here.
They do, and that's what counts. You know, if you win at home, tie on the road, that's how you get in the playoffs, and you get a high seed and get to host some playoff games so that Sacramento can cheer their team on for the playoffs. And I think this city would love to have a playoff game here. So.
Well, Sacramento, the next USL Pro game will be July 27th at 5:30 on that Sunday against Pittsburgh, the Riverhounds. And for Orlando, their next USL Pro game is at Rochester on that same Sunday. So things could get dicey. Rochester right in the mix as well in the top 5. Leaking out, great run.
Here.
Pushing off, won't get the call. Sacramento trying to get back, and a whistle blown, and it looks like the foul was called. But Gentile trying to get a little space. He just signed a couple of days ago, getting a chance here as a sub. Works his way in. And so number 9 from the University of North Carolina, Charlotte, called for the foul there. And Sacramento trying to hold off the Lions.
Yeah, just be smart here. Don't give it away unless you have to.
Nice setter, but found Daly. Clementa working the edge.
Good, this is good.
Great possession here. Looking for Stewart. Stewart into the Bonnie side.
Now we get back and defend.
And I guess for Orlando City, they got to be careful of the possession as well, because you don't want to try to get too aggressive and Tommy Stewart leaks out on you and he's got a one-on-one.
Yeah, nothing hurts more than giving up a goal when you're up a player.
Well, Bowden's not taking anything. Goes right at Braun, gets to the middle, sets it up near the circle. A tap.
Last little surge of the game here for Orlando. Sacramento can defend it.
Here's a high cross. Gleason will watch it sail over his head and hit the sign.
This could be it. So.
Great concentration by both teams. That back four. I mean, I don't know as much as maybe the physical part we've seen from this game. Defense has been very active, but the mental part of this game could probably even be even tougher.
It gets tough to defend and cover your man and chase somebody when.
And that will do it. So Orlando comes across the country, and they'll end and leave this night with a draw. Sacramento will take it, being down a man. A great battle between great teams as Sacramento holds them off. They'll at least get a point for their efforts here tonight. I guess that's better than none at all, and especially as you continue to move up the standings here now. So they'll add one more point to their total on the season. Orlando will move to 46 points, 14-0-4. Meanwhile, Sacramento will now go to 33 points and stay in that third place position. And even with a loss from Richmond, it would keep them in that third place position. But right on the heels is LA Galaxy at 31 points as well. So if LA could move up, a chance for the Galaxy too. Great night of soccer here. And Jeremy, your thoughts on where this team was start of this match? It looked like Orlando City really had the advantage. It seemed things really leveled out, and for probably the last 25 minutes of the first half, it was all Sacramento.
It was. They kept the ball, they knocked it around, some very good opportunities. As you said, Orlando came at us in the first 10, 15, 20 minutes, and Sacramento was able to weather the storm. Those long balls, which were dangerous in the first half, Sacramento dealt with extremely well in the second half and the rest of the game.
And great play all around. And Clementa played well. Really, the back four was very on point tonight. And you know, almost for the midfielders, Gilberto really stood out for the four there, but I really didn't have a lot of chances with the balls tonight. They really didn't get a lot of touches.
No, they didn't. It was good for Gilberto at the end where he could hold it for us for a second and give some relieve some pressure on the defense. But can't say enough about how Gleason and that save, how critical that save was. So.
Well, great couple of matches, and you come off the win on Monday. You get a tie here at home against the #1 team in the USL Pro, Orlando City Lions. Well, they've got the Rangers FC from Glasgow, Scotland on Saturday. Should be a great match there. A lot of history. Kevin Goldthwait will be back for that one. Then we have the EPL. West Brom Albion are in town as well. They'll play Monday and Friday. So if you haven't got their tickets, we got some great friendlies coming up, and then we'll move on from there as you continue to next Sunday. We will see back a USL Pro match. So a great 5 matches here. You take a tie in the first one here, and your takeaway for Orlando City, I mean, this is their 3rd draw so far on the year, or excuse me, their 4th draw, but I think Sacramento may have outplayed them a little bit tonight.
I think so. If you look at the possession stats, you'll see that Sacramento definitely kept the ball longer. Probably some better chances, but Orlando looked dangerous, and you can see why they're the #1 team in the league. And, you know, it was a long road trip for them. It's going to be a tough one when we have to play in Orlando. So I think the guys are up for it. I think they saw tonight that they can hang with any team in the league, and so it's good. I think a lot of times when you're on the road playing, if we have to play Orlando, the guys will have a chip on their shoulder, and it'll be great. So,
and that'll be a good sign. You probably go deep in the playoffs at that point in time, and even if Sacramento gets a 2, it could be the championship game at that level as well. So this really would be a good sign, I guess, if you see it. It looks like as we try to figure out who's going to be the player of the game, we'll go down with Scott Marsh in a moment, but it looks like it's going to be Jake Gleason. And your thoughts on that pick for player of the game?
It was the obvious choice. That save he had in the second half was fantastic. It was a delicious save.
Delicious save, he said, so eat it up. Let's go down to Scott Marsh.
Jake Gleason, our Bonnie player of the game tonight, and Jake, obviously a very defensive battle. Neither team able to score. You would have loved to have gotten 3 points tonight, but we got to feel pretty good getting a point against one of the league's best.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Orlando set the standard last couple of years in this league, and you know, to come out tonight and show that we're on the same level with them is it's a big accomplishment, especially for the club's first year. So we're definitely happy to get the point, but you're definitely not happy when you don't get the 3 points.
And obviously it was tough at the end of the game. You went a man down with about 10 minutes left to go, but you guys still played offensively, had really a couple of great scoring chances.
Yeah, I mean, with that much time, you can't just sit back and hope that they don't get the goals. You kind of got to push forward a little bit and try and get something from the game. So the boys did well offensively and defensively when we went a man down. So big round of applause for them, you know.
Of course, you had a few great saves in this game tonight, and obviously Orlando has a lot of firepower offensively.
Definitely. I mean, like I said, they set the standard with goals against and goals for, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, definitely a clean sheet against them is a bonus, so I'm definitely happy about that.
All right, Jake. Well, congratulations on getting the draw tonight, and of course, you'll be back out here again on Saturday.
Yeah, Rangers. So it should be a pretty fun event, so looking forward to that.
All right, Jake. Congratulations, our Bonnie player of the game tonight, Jake Gleason. Give it up for Jake, everybody.
And so, Jake.
Back up to you, Jamie.
And so there's Jake Gleason, player of the game. His 3rd shutout of the match, had a great save as well. It's the State Fair going on, Jeremy. A great night of soccer all around. And so thanks for chipping in for Kevin here and, you know, playing.
This was fun. This was a lot of fun. I appreciate the opportunity and just want to say hi to my wife and her grandmother, Amy Smith. So,
all right, well, we can absolutely do that. And so I guess Kevin will probably fight back a little Christian Brothers pride here as we let a Jesuit Marauder up in the booth tonight, but that's okay. Great having you here. I want to thank our entire production crew, our technical staff, Warren Smith, also for stopping by and talking with us at the halftime as well. A draw for the Republic. No score, both goalkeepers playing a great match as well. Miguel Gallardo continues his hot streak in the USL Pro. Jake Gleason proven he can do there. Final thought from you on how this team played tonight.
Sacramento stood toe-to-toe with the first place team, and I'm excited for the playoffs. And, you know, Sacramento can beat anybody. They went right at them, and, you know, we had a break here or there our way, and Sacramento wins 3 points tonight.
All right, so Lacombe will get a point. They'll stay in 3rd place as of now. Thanks for tuning in for Jeremy Field. I'm Rob McAllister. We'll see you Saturday. Tune back in. The Rangers, all the way from across the pond, coming here to Sacramento. Should be a great friendly here at Bonnie Field. Good night, everybody. Enjoy your Thursday. We'll see you right back here on Saturday.
Go Republic.